Hello students, welcome once to my channel Mathematics Ma'am. Today we will discuss the topic composition of functions and invertible function. So in this topic what we will discuss this all the problems, concept and how to get invertible functions. So first I want to start the composition, the word composition. What do you mean by word composition? Well, we have used in English, you have seen the teacher used to give the composition, and you have seen the composer, the music composition. Composition means what? Combine. To combine the two things here in this function, how to combine. That is two function, three function, four function, how to combine, how to compose. That is called the composition of function. Just for example, one more example I am giving. You all are going to appear for the class 12 board examinations. You know, you are the board when you are your name suppose is X, but you have assigned one roll number. The board is known you in term of roll number. In whole over this India, suppose CBSE board they are writing the examination, they are recognized by the unique roll number. Unique. Each student having a unique roll. No two students having the same roll number. They are different roll numbers. By that roll number, everybody recognized once, exactly, uniquely. That is one function defined. What is the function defined? Student to that roll number. Again another thing. You know, when the answer sheet used to come to the evaluation, the CBSE has used to decode it with a certain specific serial number. Then the evaluator used to do the evaluation with that serial number, not with your roll number. That time we don't know. We may be checking our school copies, but we don't know. The teacher may be checking that notes copy, but they don't know the whose copy they are checking. The decoding means what happened? Again, the roll number is decoded in the special unique number. That is called the composition. One function was what happened? One function is student to roll number. Second function, what it is defined? It is defined from the roll number to unique code. So what happened? Again, when result will come, but you will get your mark. Again, your name is assigned or decode with that particular coding. This is called the composition of function. Here, the definition. Let us see the definition. If f and g are two functions, let f is a function a to b and g is a function b to c. Be two functions. There are two functions we are taking. F is a function, g is a function. F is defining from a to b and g is defining from b to c. Two functions, their composition. Then the composition of f and g is denoted by GOF. GOF is defined as the function GOF from a to c. It will be defined from as a to c. GOF of x means g of f of x for all x belongs to it. That is your GOF of x. Here, diagrammatic way. What does it mean? Here, f is a function. It is defining. Suppose this is your set A. This is set B. The function f is defining from set A to B. Here it is x. Here the element as f of x. Again, b is a function defined from b to c. Then what it is happening? Here the elements are in the term of f of x. G is defining from f of x. B to c, that is g of f of x. After once, if we are omitting this b, now what is the direct function from a to c? That is nothing but g or f. That is called the composition of function. Clear, everybody? Understood? Now let us discuss with an example. Here f is a function. F of x is 4x plus 3. F of x is equals to 4x plus 3. And here another function g of x is equal to sine square x. Both are different function. F of x another function, g of x is another function. Then find GOP. How to get GOP means, as we have defined, g of f of x. GOP x means g of f of x. So g of f of x, g of 4x plus 3, that is g of x is defined as what? Sine square x, means this will be sine square 4x plus 3. So this is your GOP of x. Got it? And another similarly, we can define the function fog of x. Fog of x is f of g of x. And you will notice that fog will be not equal to GOP. With another example, we will discuss. By that time, you note this in your notebook.
Program.
Let us see another example. Let us take f of x is equal to 8x cube and g of x is equal to x to the power 1 by 3. Find fog and GOP. This is the question. Means here we'll calculate fog as well as GOP. And let us observe whether they are equal or not. So fog of x, what fog of x I told? Fog of x means f of g of x. F of g of x is how much? X to the power 1 by 3. F of x to the power 1 by 3 means here in place of 8, your f of x is equal to what? 8x cube. Meaning x is x cube. जैसे in the class 9th you have studied, जैसे polynomial value find करते थे, तो x के जगह में उसका वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट करते थे. तो यहाँ पर x के प्लेस में हम क्या रखेंगे? x के प्लेस में रखेंगे x to the power 1 by 3 रिप्लेस करेंगे. तो ये क्या हो गया? जब x to the power 1 by 3 होल क्यूब, ये दोनों पावर मल्टीप्लाई हो जाता है. हमको मालूम है क्या है? x to the power n whole to the power m is equal to what? X to the power m into n. So here 1 by 3 into 3, so that is equals to 1. Answer is 8x. So your fog of x is equal to 8x. Next, GOP of x. GOP of x means g of f of x. Here f of x value is 8x cube. But here in the x, it is x to the power 1 by 3. Then this will be, what is your g of x? You are writing x to the power 1 by 3. In place of x, you will write it is 8x cube whole to the power 1 by 3. By applying the rule of exponent, 8 to the power 1 by 3 into x to the power x cube to the power 1 by 3. But x 8 cube root is 2. This is again x. So what you are getting? 2x. Here what you have got? 8x. Are they equal? No. So fog not is equal to GOP. I hope everybody understood how we are doing the composition of functions. So with this example, next topic we will discuss the invertible function. By that time, note this example. Next is our invertible function. What is invertible function? Man, inverse of the function, that is called the invertible. When the function will be invertible, okay, invertible, man, inverse relation we have studied, right? In class 11, the inverse relation we have studied. So means inverse means what? जैसे एक ये x is the father of y, then y is the son of x, वो होता है इन्वर्स रिलेशन. सेम वे हमको अभी इन्वर्स फंक्शन डिफाइन करना है. इन्वर्स एक तो फंक्शन कब होता है? जब एवरी एलिमेंट ऑफ domain having unique image in codomain, then the function is defined. We call the function is defined, right? And otherwise it will not. Unique relation, unique image that should be there. Man, every element of x, suppose they are having unique image y is there in the codomain, then the function will exist. Now it is telling the inverse of the function. Man, inverse जब उल्टा लेंगे तब भी वो unique relation define करेगा, right? ये कैसे होगा? How to define? So let us see the definition. The definition says a function f a to b is defined to be invertible if there exists another function g b to a. Here f is defining a to b. It is b to a such that guff is equal to ix. Ix means identity function. Identity function we have studied in class 11th. And fog is equals to iy. Identity function means guff of x is equal to x it will give, fog of y is equal to y it will give. Then the function g is called inverse of f and it is denoted by f inverse. Means that is your f inverse. That is your f inverse means nothing, that is your g of y. F inverse y means that g of y you are defining, that will be your f inverse, right? So here note another important point, ये इसमें जो है जब फंक्शन डिफाइंड होगा जब व्हेन इट इज 1 1 ऑन 2 तो उसी केस में इन्वर्टेबल होगा. जैसे f इज इन्वर्टेबल, f मस्ट बी 1 1 ऑन 2, अदरवाइज होगा नहीं ना. जैसे इन्वर्स जाएंगे, यदि मेनी 1 है तो यूनिक इमेज नहीं होगा, तो उसी केस में डिफाइंड नहीं होगा. तो इन्वर्टेबल के लिए फंक्शन को 1 1 ऑन 2 होना बहुत जरूरी है. तो इसलिए एक कंक्लूजन हमको ये मिल रहा है, f इज इन्वर्टेबल देन f मस्ट बी 1 1 एंड ऑन 2 एंड कन्वर्सली इफ इट इज 1 1 ऑन 2 देन f विल बी इन्वर्टेबल. इन्वर्टेबल होगा तो 1 1 ऑन 2 होगा, 1 1 ऑन 2 होगा तो f इन्वर्टेबल होगा, राइट. तो उसके लिए हम एक एग्जाम्पल अभी सॉल्व करेंगे एंड यहाँ पर हाउ वी विल do it. So once more I am repeating the definition before solving this example. A function f a to b is defined to be invertible. Once more, there exists another function, कहाँ से ना b to a such that दो कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई कर रहा है. guff of x is equal to ix means identity function, fog of y is equal to iy. Then the function g is equal to inverse of f and it is denoted by f to the power -1. मीन f to the power -1 हम नहीं पढ़ेंगे, इसको बोलेंगे f इनवर्स. तो f इनवर्स y मीन्स दैट g of y is your f इनवर्स. क्लियर. तो नाउ सी दिस एग्जाम्पल. द एग्जाम्पल, लेट f इज a function n2i by f of x 4x plus 3 where ये एक डिफाइन where y is the y belongs to n, y is equal to f of x मीन्स इनडायरेक्टली इट इज टेलिंग द रेंज. जो हम f से डिफाइन किए जो y आएगा, जो x के लिए जो y वहां पर डिफाइंड है वो सेट जो है तुम्हारा कैपिटल Y है. दैट इज y बिलोंग्स टू n, y इज इक्वल टू f 4x plus 3 फॉर सम x बिलोंग्स टू n, राइट. दैट इज y बिलोंग्स टू n, दैट y इज इक्वल टू 4x plus 3 फॉर सम x बिलोंग्स टू n. So that f is invertible and find the inverse. This is the function. How to solve? Let y belongs to y. यहाँ से लेते हैं such that take y is equal to f of x. इसका रूल है, हम उसको फाइंड करेंगे g. जैसे ऑन टू के लिए हम प्रूव करते थे y is equal to f 4x plus 3. सॉल्व फॉर x तो x is equal to y minus 3/4. समझ में आ गया. इसके आगे y is equal to तुम्हारा x के लिए सॉल्व करें, उसी को g of y मानेंगे, उसी को g of y मान लेते हैं. लेट दिस g of y is equals to y minus 3/4. Let us define. How to define? Let g is a function from y to n defined by g is equals to g इज इक्वल्स टू हम डिफाइन करेंगे कैसे, g ऑफ y इज इक्वल्स टू y माइनस 3/4 where all y for all y belongs to this capital Y. Okay, now g of y you have defined. अच्छा, उससे पहले हम डेफिनेशन में क्या बात किए, हम डेफिनेशन में बात किए यदि गॉफ इज इक्वल्स टू आई एक्स आइडेंटिटी फंक्शन एंड फॉग इज इक्वल्स टू आई वाई आइडेंटिटी वाई, देन दैट जी विल बी द इनवर्स. दैट पार्ट वी विल चेक. लेट अस चेक नाउ. Gauf of x means g of f of x. G of f of x. F of x is how much? It is 4x plus 3. This is 4x plus 3. So that will be equals to, now in place of y, this will be replaced by 4x plus 3. Means that will be 4x plus 3 minus 3/4. Look at here, ये जो y है, y के जगह में हमको रिप्लेस करना है 4x plus 3. So here 3 plus 3 minus 3, it is 0. 4x by 4 left, which is x. This is nothing, your identity function. Similarly you take fog of y, माने f of g of y. F of g of y, that is f of g of y is what? Y minus 3/4. So this can be written as, what is your f of x? F of x is 4x plus 3. Here x will be replaced by y minus 3/4. So this will be 4 into y minus 3/4 plus 3. This 4 cancel. What is there? Y minus 3 plus 3. Again plus 3 minus 3, 0. It is y. This is nothing, your identity function IY. What you have got? Gauf is equal to IX. Fog is equal to IY. This shows that by definition what we can conclude? By definition it can be concluded that therefore fog of y is IY and gauf of x is equal to IX. Hence by definition your f is invertible and hence f inverse is equal to f inverse y is equal to g of y, that is f inverse y is equals to your, what is the g of y? Y minus 3/4. So this is your solution. I hope everybody understood. So in this way the question, this is also one expected question for your board exam, and most of the time this type of question asked. So this question also can be solved as in the note we have written. A function is, if it is 1 1 on 2, then f is invertible. That way also we can show it. So the same question I'll solve you in another method. By that time you note it. Now let us discuss another example, another method. The same thing as we did with the gauf and fog, the same thing can be solved in alternative method by using 1 1 and on 2 as our argument. If the function is 1 1, if the function is on 2, they are bijective, then function is invertible. Here in alternative method, just you see the function. In another example I am taking, let f is a function n to r, r is the real number set. defined by f of x is equal to 4x square plus 12x plus 15, and so that f n to s, where s is the range, not whole number, all real number, only range we are taking, because to show this is 1 1 1 2, and it is a range of f is invertible, hence find f inverse. That is very very important question. This question asked many times in your board exam. How we will proceed? To, as our argument told, a function is invertible if we can able to show it is 1 1 and 1 2, then the function is invertible. चलो let us solve कि this function is 1 1. यहाँ पर हम लिए x1 x2 belongs to domain n such that f of x1 is equal to f of x2. 1 1 1 का definition क्या था? f of x1 is equal to f of x2. If it is implies x1 is equal to x2, then the function is 1 1. So here we have taken x1 and x2 belongs to n such that f of x1 is equal to f of x2. Now this implies as f of x is equal to 4x square plus 12x plus 15. So this can be written as 4x1 square plus 12x1 plus 15 is equal to 4x2 square plus 12x2 plus 15. Now all variables bring in one side everything. What you are getting? This 15 15 it is a cancel, both side is same number. 4x1 square minus 4x2 square plus 12x1 minus 12x2. Taking common, factorize it. What you are getting? 4 into x1 minus x2 into x1 plus x2. 12 taking common, x1 minus x2 is equal to 0. Now take x1 minus x2 common. What are you getting? 4 into x1 plus x2 plus 12 is equal to 0. Another thing, very interesting thing. Product of two number a and b 0. Definitely either a is equal to 0 or b is equal to 0 or both 0. Am I right? a and b दोनों नंबर का प्रोडक्ट 0 तब होगा जब उसमें से एक 0 होगा, नहीं तो दोनों 0 होंगे. यहाँ पर ये दो फैक्टराइजेशन, दिस इज 0 कब होगा? इधर दोनों 0 है, नहीं तो एक 0 है. सिंस योर x1 और x2 बिलोंग्स टू n मीन्स नेचुरल नंबर, क्या 4 इंटू x1 प्लस x2 प्लस 12 ये कभी 0 होगा क्या? 0 नहीं हो सकता है, ये पॉजिटिव नंबर आएगा. तो पॉजिटिव नंबर हम 0 इसको नहीं देख सकते, नॉट इज इक्वल टू 0. तो डेफिनेटली कौन 0 होगा? 0 होगा तो x1 माइनस x2 ही 0 होगा. तो x1 माइनस x2 इज इक्वल टू 0 हुआ. दिस इंप्लाइज x1 इज इक्वल टू x2. हमको क्या रिजल्ट मिल गया? f इज 1 1. एवरीबॉडी क्लियर? Now this shows that function is 1 1. Another part will going, that is the function is onto. onto के लिए वर्किंग रूल जो बताया था, let y is equal to f of x. Here let y belongs to s, s is the range of f, then definitely y is equal to 4x square plus 12x plus 15 for some x belongs to n. Now solve for x, take this y transpose to one side, solve for x, apply the Siddharacharya quadratic formula. तो x is equal to minus 12 plus minus root over of b square minus 4ac. By this we are getting, it is minus plus minus root over of y minus 6 by 2, but the negative you can't take since it is belongs to n, natural number n. तो पर नेगेटिव तो चांस नहीं है, तो इसको हम हटा दिए. बच गया कितना? x इज इक्वल टू y माइनस 6 माइनस 3 बाई 2, y माइनस 6 रूट माइनस 3 बाई 2. ये डेफिनेटली ये तब एग्जिस्ट करेगा जब ये ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू 6 होगा, नहीं तो नहीं होगा पॉसिबल. तो दिस इज x, दिस इज यू टेक एज योर g ऑफ y. लेट g ऑफ y इज इक्वल्स टू दिस इज रूट ओवर ऑफ y माइनस 6 माइनस 3 अपॉन 2. ओके, दिस फंक्शन g ऑफ y, सिंस y ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू 6, तो ये तो एग्जिस्ट करेगा. तो y फिर हम लिए रेंज से, तो आफ्टर सिंप्लीफिकेशन यू विल गेट this x definitely build that exist one x belongs to n. What you can say? This f is, this is 1 1. This is 1 on 2. And for every y that exists, because you have taken this y as the range, so definitely one x is there. So it is on 2. Since this function is 1 1 as well as on 2, then what you can say? The function is invertible. And the f inverse is equals to this g of y. So the second part you write down. First you note it first, then we will write the last part. Will write conclusion. Will write. By that time you finish this write up. Now, as we have taken this g of y is equal to root over of y minus 6 minus 3 by 2. Now, let us y belongs to x, there exists x for which f of x is equal to, let us see, that is the g of y. Replacing this value in place of x g of y, so what is, because you have got x is equal to this one, this is your g of y, x is equal to this one. Now replacing it in place of this all x, you write down this g of y. After simplifying, what are you getting? Y you are getting. F of x is equal to y coming. F of x is equal to y means your f is on 2. What we have got? F is 1 1 we have got. Again f on 2 we have got. Hence f is invertible. So it is 1 1 as f is 1 1 and on 2, so hence f is invertible. जब इन्वर्टेबल हो गया तो f इनवर्स क्या होगा? f इनवर्स y इज इक्वल टू नथिंग g ऑफ y, दैट इज f इनवर्स y इज इक्वल टू रूट ओवर ऑफ y माइनस 6 माइनस 3 बाई 2. ये तुम्हारा f इनवर्स मिल गया. वही क्वेश्चन में था फाइंड द f इनवर्स, ये f इनवर्स हो गया, f इन्वर्टेबल हो गया. तो ये ऑल्टरनेटिव मेथड इन द फॉग एंड गॉप भी कर सकते हैं और इस मेथड में भी सॉल्व कर सकते हैं. इट इज योर चॉइस हाउ यू विल सॉल्व दिस क्वेश्चन. बोथ द मेथड्स आर करेक्ट. सो नोट दिस आंसर and this is very important question, and to get more number of videos and topics, and you should subscribe my channel and like this video. Okay, thank you students.